Live on 2K Sports, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sidelines tonight, Doris Burke. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading. They're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
This is a special matchup. I mean, league franchises, a lot of history between the two, and some bad blood. So let's just see how all this adds up in terms of drama.
And guys, I think if you ask them, as far as they're concerned, this game counts twice in the standings. I mean, it carries that kind of weight. It really holds that kind of significance for both of them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Will Barton is out there with Moutier, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. On defense, the Warriors.
Hopefully this thing is actually recording my mic this time.
And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series, as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier, can be a game-changing player, was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SNU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Hits, count that one from Nurkic. And it's Golden State's ball. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
And here's Moutier after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Takes it from 10. Here's Fareed. Green with the rebound.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Thompson for 3. And a great assist by Curry. That one goes in.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now, here's Moutier. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Curry's got his third basket of the night.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Barnes against Gallinari.
That's not the name.
Pass to Nurkic. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Bogut. And they're on the break. Thompson for the triple. Offensive rebound. The Nuggets trail by 7.
See how good the Nuggets are.
Barton passes to Moutier. There's the feed to Barton. To the inside.
Oh, shit.
Moutier with the basket.
Well, Merry Christmas. That was a freebie.
The Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Golden State moving it around. Here's Curry with the 3. That drops. Curry's got 11 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
I'll put him in for like a
the Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
What? Well, then again, I gave it to fucking Bogut.
Moutier dishes to Barton. Now the pass to Moutier.
I mumble a lot, guys. I'm sorry.
Barnes grabs the miss.
And, you know, for Denver, historically, they've enjoyed a lot of success for a long time. I mean, missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
And that other
The Nuggets trail by 8.
Video I posted the other day.
Moutier kicks to Gallinari.
I didn't mean
Nurkic a screen on Barnes.
I forgot it was on.
Screen by Nurkic. Barnes against Gallinari. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by Bogut.
And listen, it's sometimes really hard for teams like the Nuggets to know when to rebuild. So while they weren't quite sure what they had coming into last season, by the end of it, they had a clear idea of what direction they needed to head into for the future.
Timeouts already.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah,
I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
It's been more than 2 weeks from the fucking GM shit. Oh yeah, it's okay. Let me see his X. Oh, he's still injured. Fuck, dude. Fuck, man.
Now here's Moutier.
Oh,
He's
I'm
closely.
sorry, you can't curse on this shit, girl.
That's tipped, and so it looks like Denver will be.
Okay, did I make that go out? Huh. Okay, I had Livingston going in. Where the hell? How did I get it out? His elbow caught it.
10 possession here. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Here's Jokic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Took him no time at all on that one. Livingston's got his first basket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very top Western.
You guys know how
and there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
2 to 3 weeks, and this is like going to be the 3rd week. And if it goes past this week, then I don't know how to get rid of his injury. So I just keep
and the first one at the line is good.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors. Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Jokic, no good.
Set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons in this current state of the NBA.
Here's Moutier. With 4 seconds on the clock. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Moutier's got 9 points. Livingston can't hit.
Oh, how close was that? Oh, that was so close.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top. They lead by 13.
Nuggets
and the second quarter will get underway just after.
Come on. Get the fuck
and Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
It's all PS4.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that 3-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
They've got Iguodala. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Thompson in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Fareed is checked in.
Oh, come on.
And the official saying it was kicked.
Really? That's a first. I played this game for like a month already, and I know I'm new to it, but still, I've never seen that happen in this game.
Screen by Fareed. Harris passes to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barton.
Get it.
Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 14. Up the floor. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Well, let's look back to last year's Nuggets while we've got a moment here, Kevin. 4th and second chance points. 7th in rebounding.
Like that.
And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. I mean, they weren't afraid to play the game at a fast pace and run a little bit.
And just go revisit those numbers in terms of second chance points. That was elite. And they weren't shy about sticking their nose in there and going after the ball.
Pass to Thompson. And out of bounds as the Nuggets game.
What the fuck was that? It was going straight. Really? Was he too fucking... What the hell? What the hell? Wow.
Possession.
Checking out some stats for Iguodala. How he did last season. Averaged 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Denver calls timeout.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
And if that
I know I
doesn't
can
get
at
him
least
fired
a
up,
20
guys,
point lead on
nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
That's stupid.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here's Barton. Soft touch off the glass.
Hey, only 10
Barton's
points.
got his second bucket of the night.
My
And
bad.
that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Grab it.
You know, the Nuggets could create their
Risky,
offense, but they still would have trouble knocking down the shots.
I
Just didn't
am
have a
so-
lot of dead-eye laser
I don't want to
shooting.
curse because
Every field goal attempt with them was an adventure.
I keep risking
Fareed, a
things.
screen on Thompson.
That's
Here's
not
Barton.
throwing like
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Warriors leading by 10.
that. See if I can get a 3 right now.
Curry wide open. It's good from long range. Curry's got 14. Nuggets did have their problems on the offensive end, too. Something that's rare for them, hitting the open shot and the mid-range shot and beyond being one of them.
You know, Kevin, how about being last in the league in catch and shoot field goal percentage? I mean, got a good amount of looks that way, but really struggled
maybe doing the
shooting
game
only
more
34% in those situations.
And so,
okay, I gotta see what the fuck happened to Thompson. I didn't even. He grabbed it. Oh, come on, Thompson, really? Should let Green handle it. Or not Green, Barnes, sorry.
he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Faried excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
I want to get a 20-point lead before
He's checked in for Jarrell Arthur. Both free throws good from Kenneth Faried. Talking about Faried, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level? That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Barton.
I wonder if
he's covered by Thompson. Barton dishes to Gallinari.
That shit was close.
He feeds it to Barton. From the wing. That's good. Barton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nuggets.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Got that one up quick.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
To the paint. Wants to get it to Faried and does.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
What?
Harris kicks to Barton.
Yo, why am I going all the way over here? I need to defend this fucker.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. No good. Nice D from Bogut.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Thompson against Harris.
This ain't looking good for me right now.
1:19 left to play here in the second quarter. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Barnes, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Denver calls timeout. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Energy ain't that bad, but every little bit counts. Plus the benchers.
There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Chandler outside. Out to the wing. Denver pass.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing.
Because I said freaking?
The opposite of smart basketball.
I said the F word so many times.
I really always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely
and also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Clock at 6. Now here
increase their rebound advantage. They definitely
hold the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Thompson right side from 12 feet out, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
At least for half.
Here's Bart.
Are they really going to run the clock?
Game.
Come on. Don't run the clock.
Kicks it to Moutier.
Oh, as soon as I switch, they're going to charge.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Okay, 10-point
And
lead.
that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away Clark at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And so we conclude the first half. Warriors lead by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end, we rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute an offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients.
I'm just going to check something real quick. All right, I'm back.
To a solid effort, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Fuck the halftime show. I'm gonna skip through this shit.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 14 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound.
Damn, dude.
Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, in terms of running a smooth, efficient offense, they've been as good as it gets.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He's got 14 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Okay, enough of your lame ass dance.
And so here's Denver.
All right, 5 minutes on.
It's a 10-point game.
Get my starters back.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
So on the floor for Denver, Fareed and Nurkic in the middle. Will Barton is out there with Moutier, and it's Gallinari in at the small forward. And he gets it to go. Livingston's got 8.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration. And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. And they had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
No good on the second free throw. And Yusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally, Kevin, drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated. His sheer size alone, 7 feet, 280. That makes him a force on the glass.
And the rejection.
All right, timeout.
By Iguodala. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And getting back to Nurkic, what makes him an intriguing prospect beyond his size is his exceptional balance. I mean, his excellent footwork makes him really effective in the pick and roll. He also possesses great lateral speed and quick hands for a big man.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. He was intent on running the offense through Moutier. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Fareed. Spates with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding
Ooh.
is a big key in this.
Okay.
They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Like a
And
hot
talking about Nurkic, I mean, his father, a police officer in Bosnia. According to the Denver Nuggets broadcasters last year, Dad is 7 feet tall and weighs a good 400 pounds or more. That's a big police officer there, boy.
Denver calls timeout.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Gary Harris is checked in for Denver.
He's like slow. He's a good, like...
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Now, here's Moutier, guarded by Kerr.
He's a good tank.
Poke loose. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
All right, don't act like, oh no, I can't get through. And out of nowhere.
Off the inbound, and the basket by Curry.
Come on,
Curry's
let me
got
get
19
a 20-point
points.
lead.
What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Barnes. No good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Moutier kicks to Fareed. Passes it to Gallinari. Denver passing it around. Will it go? That's good.
Come on.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Thompson passes to Spates. From deep.
It's not gonna make it. Yeah.
Curry can't get it to go.
I thought he was
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah,
why is he
speaking
switching
from
my
experience,
assignments? Come on.
we already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Made it close.
Gallinari against Barnes. It's stolen by Green. Barnes with it. Arthur's there. Took him no time at all on that one.
20-point lead. Come on,
Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Nobody's in the middle.
Gallinari against Barnes. Shot clock at 5. With the shot.
He makes that.
And another miss by Denver. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed it. Not the biggest
I didn't think he was going to go 10. No.
And the Nuggets making a change
No. Not Spades, whatever his name is. God damn it.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. Feeds it to Spates.
Spates.
Outside, Green. Connects in the foul line jumper. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this
You don't
lead.
think I shot it enough, even though we're...
Here's Laverne. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Just such a good
I need a
shooter from that
three-pointer to
range.
tie it up.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
The drive by
Go in.
Green.
You know, the Warriors took some
should
flack
get me
when they
too.
passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch four-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
I'm one away from
Martin's
making
checked
it
in for
20
Gary
points.
Harris.
I can do this.
40 seconds left to play in the third. And he
Wow.
gets it to go. Laverne's got 5 now.
You know, obviously, he knows how
What
to
the-
finish with some flair.
Oh, boy.
And
if I
Draymond
would've-
Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact.
That wasn't a
both ends of the
three?
floor.
Yeah,
Come
I call
on.
him a value utility guy
Whatever.
because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
Out to Chandler. Fires for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Curry. And it's Golden State.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from
20,
Curry on
what,
that.
21-point lead?
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
God damn. Alright. Whoever's watching, email me, YouTube comment. I don't know how this works. Just do something.
And
Tell
thanks
me what you
again
want
for
me to play
joining us.
next.
Let's see what happens here in
I'll
the
even
fourth.
suffer through Bloodborne if I have to.
Warriors leading by 21. Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Spates in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
On the wing, Chandler. And stolen by Spates. Down low, here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Man, these guys really
And
messed
Marley
me
Spates
up
last
bad.
season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark,
What is that now?
he has a great
30
mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they
4
actually
point
call
lead.
him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time. And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've shown
Yeah,
in
that's
terms of
risky.
creating those opportunities
That's way too
on the inside.
Moutier passes to Jokic. Charity stripe shot. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Golden State's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. They get the rebound. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket.
Yeah,
We've seen that
was
far
the
too many
second to
times
last.
today.
Whatever shot they
To the
made a
middle.
second ago before I
A
scored.
great 1-2 punch. Beautiful
That was
pass and
fantastic.
nasty jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
I mean, you'd say I suck. I
One
don't
of
care.
his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're
Def.
right. That's like his
Def.
signature
How you say
move
def?
once he goes airborne.
Such a wide open look.
Wow.
Just
This was 22
impressed
point
with the teamwork out there, setting the
I can work
table
with this.
for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit
Not
out there.
gonna-
And
Oh,
a
man.
great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Not expecting that.
Curry's got assist number 8 now on the night. Nurkic a screen on Curry. Here's Moutier. Here's Jokic. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got
these guys getting shooting fouls.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Fareed's checked in for Denver. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. Fareed setting the pick for Moutier. Spates with the block.
Oh,
and
go,
go. All by himself. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Gallinari dishes to Fareed. Here's Nurkic. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds.
Okay. He has it. Being all overjoyed about it. Then he goes in. Wow, come on. Really?
Last touch by Green for the Nuggets. Terrell Arthur. He's checked in for Nurkic.
Oh, no. Bad time
no!
to slip up there, Kevin.
Oh, I forgot about
the technical there is the last thing you want to do.
I forgot about the no cussing.
Of smart basketball.
God, this game is like...
Over the course of last season, and really the last decade, we have seen three-point shooting on the rise. Teams have been making the most of the efficiency of that shot, and it's a big part of successful offenses in the modern NBA.
And with the three-pointers, the best teams in the NBA are great, Adam Clark. All four of the conference finals teams from last year were tops in the NBA in threes.
Yeah, it's definitely a predominant stat in the NBA now. And you look at some of the numbers. Curry broke his own record for made threes in a season. The Rockets set the team record. It's a real part of the game that you have to be good at to succeed in the league.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Man, I can't let him
so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
Curry kicks to Green. And foul called as he misses.
Oh, come on. That was more than just a shooting foul.
Some really terrific numbers for Green. He's got 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
The dish to Gallinari. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Arthur. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Miller's checked in.
Too much right now. I mean,
for Denver, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
If I keep fucking up.
Nelson, the pass to Arthur. Tanking is something that all teams that are out of it tend to do. I hate that word, Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
Dang it.
A different look for Denver. Nurkic checked in for...
You know what? I'm going to check the maturity rating for this game. I'm pretty sure. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about the commotion. Okay, I was wrong. It's rated E. No wonder you can't cuss. That's stupid.
Will Barton comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Moutier in for Nelson. And both free throws good from Arthur.
And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Lighten him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Warriors leading by 23. Well, and last year for the Nuggets, they were really searching, and they finished 12th in the Western Conference. So, Greg, they were 30-52.
You know, not a great place to be.
No,
let's face it. I mean, Kevin, Denver never really had a shot at the postseason, but weren't good enough to land a high draft pick either.
Kept alive, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
What terrific hustle. He's got a nose for those rebounds.
Clark, he's ferocious when that ball goes up.
Well, guys, that is what they pay him for. That's his job. That's his role.
And he gets it to go.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Curry. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And Fareed kicks to Barton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Green.
Come on, Green.
Some solid defense from
Can make that.
Now here's Moutier. Defense right on him to the paint, and Fareed throws it down.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a live, vibrant atmosphere.
What, 5,
no doubt
6
that played
wins
a
in a row.
big win.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
You just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who would start on some good teams, so we just did it collectively.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
All right, I'll get you guys, even though it's supposed to be my general manager thing.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game,
show you how bad
Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Although
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
And if you guys want like an edited gameplay, like I can try to do that. I mean, I'm not good at it, but I can try. So, you know, comment, email me, whatever. If you want me to do like edited clips. I just hope I don't have a press thing after Nah. I can do that. I bet when I listen back on this on my YouTube, it's gonna sound really stupid.
Let's get on right now.
Alright, I'm gonna check my broadcast real quick. Okay, we're still good. Thought it messed up or something. Okay, can I buy an upgrade? Do I even have enough for anything? No, and no. Well, if I play a game and I do good, then I'll be...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And down the road.
Wow, young team. However, these two young guys could be superstars in this league, especially Wiggins. Wiggins can handle the scoring load, and Towns is learning his way, being, playing against guys his size, his strength for the first time on a consistent basis.
We're in a place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. And for the Heat, we've got another hometown game here in Miami.
Out real quick again. Sorry, I know too many cuts, but just inviting a friend to my chat real quick. Alright.
They're hungry for wins and have to look at this as a great chance. Facing another struggling team, we'll see if they can seize the opportunity.
Man, I think for Miami, what a slow start they've gotten off to.
Hey, what up?
They have enough time.
It's just pissing me off, dude.
I'll take it off after my marker.
It's not letting me access any of my games that I downloaded, dude. Right now, it's really pissing me off.
Well, hey, let me finish my career. I'll save it. I'll quit my live stream. It'll probably kick you out, but I'll be taking it off, and then I'll invite you back to a party. Right?
Alright.
So for now, let me finish. I just started one. Here's Rudy, trying to claw his way back after
my
a
cores are
terrible
like
showing in that loss to Charlotte. Kicks to Wiggins.
Hey, you know what I just bought today that I'm really stupid?
Wiggins passes to Muhammad.
What?
Shot from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the ring.
I don't know. I thought it would be
and that's
cool
just a great individual
play
right through the teeth of the defense.
Bosch dishes to Stoudemire. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist.
Well, Merry Christmas.
I know.
That was a freebie.
This happened last time, too.
7. Here's Ruby.
Hey, did you try doing that verified license thing?
I did. I restored my license, and it still says the same thing.
Let me.
It's like I can't even activate my shit to my system no more. It won't even let me.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them go
like I said, let me finish the game out until the fourth quarter. It's my turn, so they're not gonna keep me in the whole game. So it shouldn't be that long. Oh shit, what am I doing?
Rubio outside.
And then I'll quit it out. I'll exit out. It'll probably quit.
Back to Rubio.
Dude, I'm not even doing this right. I'm
6 on the shot clock. To the middle. The shot is off. Stoudemire with a defensive effort. The Heat leading by 7. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
I don't have time.
And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Heat in 5th.
So patient.
Hey, when did you get NHL?
They're not going to force shots. And
no, I was playing at my friend's house. That's why I couldn't play any of my games over there. And even right here, I can't even do it.
Johnson comes in for Luol Deng.
Because remember last time when we did this for a while, it did.
Martin comes in for Muhammad.
I don't know, maybe I give it back to you and then
from the first quarter. Martin kicks to Rubio.
And then like in a couple, maybe next time in a couple months we'll do it again. Me and you. I don't know.
Kept alive, Minnesota. Pekovic now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there.
I thought you were watching Daredevil. That's why I thought you were like all like not joining my chat and shit.
You gotta get your body between.
No, I was first just chilling, then we play some NHL.
Rubio the pass to Dang.
Dude, my career dude got better. I mean, he still sucks, but he got better.
Outside,
I pretty much evened out everything, so he's not too bad.
It's hauled in by the Heat.
I could play basketball, I could play Need for Speed, Division, Call of Duty, Fallout, all the games. Yeah, the ones that I downloaded, I can
to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean,
how's that a bad shot?
Any kind of cohesiveness in terms
I kind of hate how you can't curse in this game or else the mic picks it up and
goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean,
oh!
like that can sometimes get an opponent.
I just scored a fucking 2 at the last second.
Heat lead by
I mean,
7.
we were in the lead either way, but still.
We'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K.
I know, dude.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Honestly, can I sim to the end? I don't care. So I can just get this shit out. Wait, did we win or lose? I don't even know. I don't even care. Ah, fuck. Alright, let me save, and then I'll go do it right now. Alright, did I at least win that game? Yes, we did. Alright. Save, save, save. Come on.
I get it 365, 12 months.
Save. Alright. I'm about to log into it. You ready? Log in your thing so I can get it off my system.